Hi everyone and welcome to Pace Yourself. I'm Mia Pacey and I'm going to talk today about how to link to a record from a ScreenFlow dynamically. So you're able to then click through to what you created. So for instance, if you're on an opportunity object, say we needed to create a record using a ScreenFlow. So before we put it on the page, let's go and create it, obviously. So we're going to create a new flow and it's going to be the ScreenFlow type. Starting off, we're going to get the record that we're on. In this example, it's opportunity. And we're actually going to say that the ID field, we're going to create it as a resource, which is a variable. We're going to call this record ID, which some of you might know. This is going to be a text collection and it's available for input. And so this is what's going to be on the page layout as the triggering record for when you enter a flow. I am going to only store one of them because I just want to look at one. So next we're going to do is we're going to chuck a screen on here because what we're just exampling, I might say, is how to create a case. So I know there's obviously other ways of doing that, but this one we are going to create a case for. So bear with me as I create all the fields. Okay, I've configured everything on my screen. I'm just going to go ahead and click done and we're going to continue along through our flow. So next thing we're going to do is actually create that case. We're actually going to say create it manually with variables. And we're going to add a field called case origin, and that's going to take the value from our screen. And we're going to add a couple other fields. So we're going to say that the account ID matches the opportunities account ID. Now we want to choose the one that's the record rather than the entire resource. We're going to have the owner match the opportunity ID as well. Perfect. Now we've created the case, let's show the user what our case is. So now we're at a stage where we need to add our formula. Now we haven't created it yet, so let's click done and go to our toolbox and we're going to create that resource. We're going to call it a formula and the formula is going to be called new case link or whatever record you're creating. It will be text and this is going to be the formula of what I prepared earlier. Ultimately, you're looking at this resource, this global variable API, and we're going to go down to partner, and it's the 1.260. I will copy and paste this into the description of this video so you also have the relevant formula. But at the end, we're actually going to use a resource that we created earlier, which is the ID from the newly created case. Quickly check our syntax, it still works fine. Perfect, and we're going to click done. Now that complex formula will enable us to actually have this flow run across multiple orgs and actually not break. So the perfect for future-proofing or evergreening your org. So here I'm getting the display text. I'm actually going to show that formula. And you can see here it's a nice little merge tag. And I'm going to show you what it is when you actually hyperlink the click here as well. So using this link icon, go ahead and save this ScreenFlow. Please use your org's documentation naming convention. This is the one I like to use. I'm going to go ahead and click save and activate. And let's go and put it on our page layout. So this is our opportunity page layout. I'm going to edit our page. I'm going to drag and drop the flow element onto this page. On the right hand side, you get a flow screen, and this is why I like that naming convention, screen flow, so I can quickly search for it there. And here you can see this record ID. So it's asking us which value to pass, and all I have to do is click pass this record ID into this variable and it will work perfectly. Fingers crossed. Head back to our record now that it's saved. And there is our nice flow. So let's quickly create an example one. And there is our nicely curated link. So this is what the link shows underneath the merge tag. And then this is what it looks like if you created that merge tag with the hyperlink. Perfect. So now you know how to create an evergreen URL for your flow screens when you create a new record. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you on the next one.